Mr. Bhattacharya,
My lord.
the sequence would be this. We'll hear Mr. Raju first, then you, then if necessary the petitioners, then we'll pass the order.
Yes, kindly do that.
Okay.
Yes.
We have found that in all 4 cases there has been manipulation and there has been tinkering with evidence, tampering with evidence. And we have found that large number of candidates, undeserving candidates, even candidates who had failed, have been given appointment because of this tampering. We have found that the original OMR sheets are missing. So there are several things. Therefore, in the absence of
Original OMR missing because we were told apprised that they were to retain it for a year.
Yes.
So it's not a question of missing. It has
Rule 20 passes.
That apart, it is not available. Therefore, secondary evidence will have to be laid up as far as the contents of the OMR is concerned. We have secondary evidence to show that there is tampering with the
In what manner have you come to the secondary
Yes, madam.
evidence?
That we have found from the CD available in Bansal. Bansal is connected with the agency which is supposed to do the working on the OMR sheets. So those OMR sheets, the contents of the original OMR sheets have been found with Bansal's in Bansal's device. Now the issue is Bansal, fortunately, we could lay hand on what the original OMR sheets are there because Bansal has them in his device. And that device we have taken copies.
What you are told here, Bansal had a pen drive.
Yes, pen drive.
Yes.
So that pen drive had the OMR sheets.
Where is the hard disk?
But may I only, my DIG is online. He may be
It
unmuted.
is page 121 if your lordship sees.
Please unmute the DIG.
She was already said what the sequence will be.
The sequence was.
No, you can't just interrupt.
Anything on record to show that when these OMR sheets were destroyed as per rules, the mirror image or they were preserved and then with the commission.
But so far as, therefore, kindly have a look, Manoj. As far as my status report is concerned, it shows that those, the OMR's photographs or whatever it is, the copies were taken in this pen drive. And this pen.
With some
Therefore, that pen.
proper custody.
But it has been. But there are signatures, there are other things that are matching, which would show that this can be a.
We are dealing with thousands of.
It was with NISA, my lord. He is here.
No, I was unmuted, madam. May I only ask him to?
He is an employee of NISA. NISA was appointed by.
My friend's turn has not come as yet, my lord. We cannot do this.
I'm just
It's not a free market.
This is a question from what I'm answering.
Yes. Yes. Let the CBI explain, my lord. He is not a super CBI.
Bansal is not an ingenious. Yes.
Let
Bansal
Yes,
is not an ingenious.
let CBI come.
Yes, madam. Mr. Ashwin Senvi is there online. Mr. Senvi, why don't you give the details as far as the pen drive, etc. is concerned?
So, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Sir, the way we went through this particular unraveling of this OMR manipulation thing was, there was one agency, Messrs. NISA Communications, who was authorized to do the OMR evaluation process. Now, this NISA Communication was headed by one Puneet Gupta, and Vice President was Mr. Niladri Das. Niladri Das was the one who was liaising with the School Service Commission as far as evidence, whatever we have gathered. And based on that, when we searched the official premises of NISA, it's a Noida-based agency and it has one of its offices in Kolkata also. When we searched this agency, then we also got to know that there was one ex-employee, Pankaj Bansal. And when Pankaj Bansal was asked regarding this, so he said that he has some relevant material in his house in Ghaziabad. So we searched his house, we got 3 hard disks. In these 3 hard disks, we have
How did he get this pen drive?
Yes.
Why did he copy it?
Sir, he was the one who was involved.
Custody.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just give me a couple of minutes, ma'am. I'm coming to that, ma'am. Just give me a couple of minutes, ma'am. So when we examined him and then we got all the scanned copies of OMR sheets, The interesting thing here is, ma'am, that
Can copy from which?
from
Device.
those three hard disks which were found, we got scanned copies of OMR sheets in those hard disks. Now, the issue here is, ma'am, that
Where did you get the hard disk?
He will explain. He will explain how it matches with the original OMR. Just give him a minute. He'll explain, your leadership, how those OMR sheets would match with the hard disk. If
So-
yes, Mr. Sen, may I ask him to
Yes.
elaborate?
So what happened? Along with this OMR scan sheets, we also got OMR score sheets. The manipulation, whatever has happened here, has
Where did
happened.
you get it from? That's what we want to know.
We have got it from this 3 hard disks which were found during search at this Pankaj Bansal residence.
Oh,
That could be.
But there is investigation to show that talent
Sir,
is original OMR.
Once we got this, we
Yes.
proceeded ahead. By
Pankaj Bansal will have to be examined in a court of law and set down the chain.
Correct.
yes, sir. Sir, there is something I will just go in a sequential fashion, sir.
What we accept your report as an inquiry report, but this is not a investigation report on which we can place reliance on.
But he wants to say something more.
Yes.
Let him speak. I mean,
Sir, this thing happened in September 2022. So now, considering this, after the search process was over, so during investigation, we took that OMR score sheet and also the score sheet which we obtained from School Service Commission. So when these two score sheets were compared, there were tampering in results of in Group D, there were around manipulation in 2,823.
You proceeded on the assumption that whatever you found from Bansal.
Is the
was-
gospel truth.
No, ma'am. I'm coming to that, ma'am. We did not go on that assumption, ma'am.
How did
So-
you verify the veracity? of-
I'm coming to that now. So once we did that, we found manipulation in every appointment which was done, ma'am. One was Group D, Group C, Assistant Teacher 9-10, Assistant Teacher 11-12. So we found close to 8,000-9,000 manipulations in toto in all of them, ma'am. Now, when we found this, the task which we did was we submitted this to the High Court also, saying that we have found this manipulation, but we said that we are still continuing our investigation. Those are part of the 4 status report which we submitted in September 2022. Then we called all of these candidates. Once we called many of the candidates, we examined close to 1,000 candidates. We saw their centers. We prima facie saw their handwriting. We also saw their signatures. And when these things matched, we have sent certain things to GUQD also for a report. Then when we found that, then certain candidates also told that they actually approached certain agents to get themselves qualified. That is part of our charge sheet also, which we have submitted in the trial court. Now we have booked certain agents also in this regard. Now, when we submitted this, we also said that since this may not be a foolproof exercise, we asked the School Service Commission to conduct again the same exercise to find out whether whatever is there in the OMR sheet, for example, in the OMR sheet, just a small example, a candidate has only circled 4 entries, but his marks in the School Service Commission score sheet, based on which he has got appointed, is 53. But
again, we are
the actual
proceeding
score
on the basis that
That is the gospel truth. Yes,
That is the original.
that's the whole investigation. It cannot stand in court for a day, not this kind of.
based on this,
investigation, or this will stand the test of a
Mr.
trial.
Raju, investigation is continuing. We
Yes.
will not disrupt that.
Correct.
yes,
On the basis of an interim investigation, whether termination can be.
Termination, CBI is not concerned with termination. I am not concerned with termination.
That-
We are not-
I am only, since a notice was issued asking me to explain, I have done this.
We are, okay, we can't say we are fully satisfied that some manipulation appears to have been there. But for that,
sir, one submission, sir.
individual who took the job, there has to be
Termination,
proceeding.
CBI is not concerned, Manoj. CBI is only concerned with investigation.
You continue and you file charge sheet and let them go to.
Well,
Whatever things we do, we proceed further.
Will still such time this is not proved under 65B?
No, we want to wait till the CBI investigation for.
and it was a Herculean task in the CBI.
We want to wait for an order in this regard. But to for the High Court to treat this
Yes.
report as the authentic one, that has to be proved to be admissible.
Yes, I think that is the best way.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
The problem what is happening is in this proceeding, writ petitioners have filed on certain cause of action. There is a criminal investigation. The two are merging in a manner which will affect the trial and also it is affecting the writ petition.
No, but writ petition and can go on also.
No, it can go on parallelly. There is no problem.
Okay, we'll
But
come
it
back.
will be segregated in
My presence may be dispensed with, Manoj. My presence may be dispensed.
Yes.
with.
Okay.
Great.
This